Oh, hello.
You alright?
I'm not too bad. You? Oh, sorry, I just got to turn the bloody TV down. Can't hear you. No. Oh, I'm turning it down. Hello.
You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Oh, fucking exhausted. Toby, lay on the sofa, mate. Where's your bottle? Where's your mitt? Oh, there it is. Lay on the sofa, I'll do your bottle. Go on. Yeah, fucking, ugh. I've got both the kids tonight, so obviously they've been fucking screaming and running around like headless chickens all night.
Oh, sounds like you're having fun.
Well, Pickle's just gone to bed because she goes to bed, when she behaves, she goes to bed at 7:30. And I'm going to get little man a milk bottle. Hopefully he'll fall asleep on the sofa in the next 10 minutes or so.
Do you not try and get him into his bed so you got a bit of time to yourself?
Well, the problem is with that, I mean, when he's in the right mood, he will, but obviously he's not that tired to do that.
Yeah.
And we've recently found out a couple of nights ago, which I knew fucking months ago, which I told Dan, and he said that Toby was being stupid and, you know, too much into his feelings kind of thing. Dan decided to tell me this morning that Toby's absolutely shit scared of the dark. Well, yeah, I already knew that. And it made it worse because he used to wind Toby up when we took him to bed by turning off the whole light, which obviously scares him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's, and obviously where Dan's always fucking slept in the bedroom with him and won't let him sleep on his own.
Oh, yeah.
He don't like staying on his own. So normally he has to be asleep before he can be carried down to bed, which obviously normally he does.
Yeah.
If I can get him just to lay quietly on the sofa with a milk bottle and he'll hopefully fall asleep.
Can you not sort of carry him into his bed after he's drifted off?
I can sometimes. Obviously I find it hard to pick him up now, but I have done. Toby, listening, do you want a milk bottle in bed, your room, or on the sofa? On the sofa. Okay. Pickle, turn my light off. I'll be down in a minute. Fucking child.
That sounds like you got it under control.
Oh. Yeah, when Pickle's in the right mood, she's quite behaved. When you tell her to go to bed, she goes to bed. And little man, it's just a case of if he's tired, he'll have a milk bottle and go to sleep, and if not, he'll just normally play to himself upstairs quietly. All right, Toby, go and lay down and I'll do it. For fuck's sake.
The joys of parenthood, eh?
Oh, I wouldn't mind it so much if Toby wasn't the way he was with Dan. Toby literally follows Dan everywhere he goes in this flat.
I know, Dan was telling me. Well, do you know why Dan's going to take so long get him back?
Apparently, he went up to the train station at Sutton, and there was a shitload of police there because obviously when he's on his own, he bunks the trains more times than not. So obviously he couldn't get through the barriers without getting caught. So he said he jumped on the 80, and for some reason apparently the 80 had detoured. So he ended up getting off the bus at Shaftesbury Road or Shaftesbury Avenue and ended up on Bishopsford Road and whatever.
No, do you want me to tell you what actually happened?
Fuck's sake, Toby, go and lay down and I'll do your bottle. Go on. Being annoying. Come on.
You can sort Toby out if you want, Charlotte.
No, it's alright. He's just purposely being annoying. Go and lay down. Stop turning all the lights off. Go on. Turning the lamp off to be an idiot.
But yeah, do you want to know? Do you want to know the real reason why he's taking so long?
Go on.
Because basically, he started speaking to Sophie, and he was like, "Oh, you're Crystal, aren't you?" Like he said to Sophie that he thought she was Crystal because of the profile picture and shit like that. And Sophie was like, "No, I'm not Crystal." Basically, made out like, "What the fuck is going on?" So Dan was in a panic that Sophie was going to block him, and he was messaging and shit so much that he completely and utterly missed his stop. And he ended up in somewhere that he has no clue where he is, and he's walking down all the back roads. But yeah, but I don't know where he is, but he has no clue where he is. He got off on the wrong stop. Like, he got so paranoid that he was going to lose Sophie, he gave us his phone number.
Wow. Well, yeah, because he rang me and was like, couldn't get on the train because of the police. I got the 80, it detoured, and he ended up getting off at Shaftesbury Avenue. And and ended up on Bishopsford Road and whatever, which is obviously the back roads down near where Chris's dad lives on Central.
Yeah.
And then he rang me back about, 5 minutes or so later and said that he was just walking past Barry's old house. So, yeah.
No, it was because he was fucking talking to Sophie, and he thought Sophie was Crystal. And when Sophie's like, "What you on about?" He got so paranoid that he's going to lose Sophie. He fucking completely missed his stop and everything else.
That's funny because the fake account that you were talking to him on,
yeah,
had no picture or anything to do with Crystal. So how the fuck can he say that Crystal and Sophie look alike?
I know.
Bearing in mind, he's probably not actually ever seen a picture of Crystal to make that assumption.
I know, and then he just started saying, "Oh, people have been adding me and saying things." But yeah, he's absolutely petrified that he's going to lose, quote unquote, Sophie. I'm telling you now, Charlotte, right? When I show you everything, and I mean everything, I think you're going to be very shocked by how bad Dan is. And I can't tell you because I know
when you say bad, in what sense do you mean? Do you mean like cheating or like? I mean, I've always suspected that he's up to something, or he's cheated, or he's going to cheat, or whatever. So obviously, if anything comes out in that sense, as much as it's going to anger me and there will be an argument, I'm not going to be shocked as in the fact of, oh fuck, I'm now upset. Like I couldn't give a fuck because I already know and have
preempted it, yeah.
That when something comes out that I've already had thoughts of it happening or whatever, in that sense of getting upset and having them emotions, I don't give a fuck. Like the whole point for me is that it's going to be a massive argument. Obviously, he's going to have been lying to me about this, that, and everything else.
Yeah.
And obviously, depending on what else comes out, is depending on how and if I can use it against him in family court to do with Toby if it ever goes to court. Because obviously, I said to him last night.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I said to him, like, if he had fucked off and we'd split up and whatever, without his one-time offer bullshit, I went to him, if we had split up and you weren't here, what would you be doing right now? He went to me, I don't know. I'd probably be seriously plotting something really nasty.
But this is the thing, he talks about plotting, but he thinks you're fucking stupid.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's like, I don't know why. He thinks that you couldn't, get me to do all this. It's like, not that he knows it, but it's like, look at how you played Stuart like a fucking fiddle. It's like, you're not stupid, you know how to get the truth and shit.
But the funniest thing is, though, with that, I know it's different person, different people, different situations, whatever, but the funniest thing about that whole thing, and what Dan's claiming he's going to do or trying to do now or whatever, is I've told him the full ins and outs of that whole situation, when I did that and how I did it, what I did, who else was kind of involved. I mean, I haven't mentioned you and whatever, but, I told him the whole situation of basically how I did it, and I wasn't stupid, and in the end, I came out on top. Like every situation I've been through with that, like with Stuart, old Chris, stuff like that, I told him the ins and outs of everything. So
look at this time. He thinks he's fucking clever when really you've got me, and I'm fucking telling you absolutely everything. Like he thinks he's clever. He's even saying he can outmaneuver you and shit.
That's funny. It's funny because I've been talking to Mum the last kind of few days about this whole situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, she thinks it's all stupid and childish and someone's going to get hurt and all that bollocks. But I said, because obviously, she said, as long as nothing's too bad that it's going to backfire on me, obviously, I think she's saying that more obviously because of the sake of the kids. I said to her, I'm not being funny. Craig's done this kind of thing before for me with Stuart. Like, even if I got caught out or flipped up on something, Craig's not that stupid to fuck it up because we've done it before.
Yeah. But that's why I'm not telling you certain things, because I know what it's like in an argument.
You would think by now, even with some of the arguments me and Dan have, and, the way thing when me and Chris used to argue and whatever, which I haven't changed much from then. If anything, I've got worse. You would think, knowing that about me and the way I am, he wouldn't even be trying to do the things he's doing, because he knows eventually if something does come out that I don't already know, or assume and think in my head myself and whatever, he knows I'm not going to ignore it, I'm not going to let it drop, and there's going to be a massive fucking argument argument. Whether he ends up leaving or not, there's going to be a massive fucking argument, and I'm not going to leave it alone.
Well, he was even saying that he couldn't leave you because of Toby.
He fucking could. He knows quite happily. I said to him before, like, you know, with any kind of situation, even if, you know, it wasn't a nasty split up or whatever, I said to him, I'm never ever going to be in the upset state of mind that he would want me to be, to beg him to stay, beg him not to go because of
no,
Toby.
I mean, what he meant is if he broke up with you, he'd never see Toby again.
Yeah, he knows that. I've told him that plenty of times. I mean, I suppose if we generally broke up, you know, on a real, what you'd call nice basis of a split up,
yeah,
maybe it would be different. But 90% out of 100, no, if he leaves me or we split up, I know something's going to get nasty. He ain't seeing the kids. If he leaves me, he leaves all of us. Otherwise, it's up to him whether he chooses to stay or go off his own back. But I'm not going to beg him either way.
No, of course, yeah.
But I have told him that, and I've made that very clear to him on many occasions. So
it's just madness.
I know he is clever, like, you know, you know, what's going on in the world, and, you know, all politics, and, you know, normal conversations that if someone was to have them kind of conversations with me, like, I have no fucking Rolly, shut up! Like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck about the conversation.
I just don't understand this whole shit about Christmas. He keeps talking about Christmas.
What do you mean, though? Rolly, shut up.
Like, I don't know. He just says that basically he's planning something for Christmas, and that the old side of him might come out, and he needs to make a choice and all weird shit.
Well, the old side of him, if he's not talking about the drug side, is his nasty violent side. And I know he has had a nasty violent side because he's told me about things to do with his exes and stuff and things he's done and basically not got caught for and whatever. But that was always like...
Well, he seems to think that you've cheated on him for 2 years or something like that.
Ah, that's funny. That's real funny. Considering when I'm not stuck here with him and the kids, I'm either stuck here all day on my own with Toby, because Pickle's at school and he's at work, or I'm with both the kids or Toby and Mum. Like, I literally don't go out unless I'm with Mum to get Pickle from school maybe 2 or 3 times a week. That's it.
That's the problem, though. He just makes out like you're a piece of shit that don't do anything for your kids, if I'm honest.
Oh, well, that's funny because obviously he made a joke the other day, obviously, because we're meant to go in Sicily in April and whatever.
Yeah.
And he does speak Italian, which is kind of better for me, I suppose. But he keeps making jokes about, you know, me disappearing or him, you know, getting rid of me or,
what?
You know, accidents happening and whatever. And I went to him, that's all fine. Let that fucking be a thing or let it happen. When you come back, you won't automatically get given to keep my flat because of Toby.
But so it's not even that, Charlotte. Do you want to know what he said to Sophie?
Go on.
He was like, I want to strangle you but hug you at the same time. Charlotte, maybe you shouldn't go on holiday with him.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lose a £1,300 fucking holiday. And I'm not being funny. I know me and Chris aren't really talking and whatever, and he probably would jump at a free holiday because it's Chris. Other than Chris, I don't have anyone else to ask. And to be fair, I don't really want to go on my own because I've never been abroad on my own in my life.
Could you not ask your mum?
No, she's got to look after the kids and the dog while I'm away.
I don't know, Charlie.
We fly out the day Pickle goes back to school after the 2-week Easter half term. It's
just some of the shit he keeps saying is not good, Charlotte, and I'm worried he might actually be putting you in harm's way. Honestly.
Well, to be fair, he knows categorically if he does anything physically to hurt me, he's automatically getting arrested. I've made that clear to him. He knows that.
But he doesn't care, and like he said, you know, if you're in a different country, you know, people do genuinely go missing up mountains and shit, don't they?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, he'd have a lot of explaining to do to Mum, because Mum wouldn't just believe that something randomly happened to me, especially when I've told Mum, obviously for the sake of the kids more than speaking to her, I'll ring her at least 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
And to be fair, as far as I'm aware, I don't think Dan can actually get into my phone, so it's not like he could take my phone and, you know, text Mum or...
No, of course,